Today's video is going to be something that I'm very passionate about with all of my clients. Anytime you're buying a new property, it's very important that you get an inspection done. But getting an inspection is really not enough. You want to get your regular inspection done, but you also want to get a sewer scope done. But the topic we're going to be talking about today is a radon inspection. So you really want to get a radon inspection done with every single inspection that you do when you're buying a new property. And honestly, if you currently own a home or are renting a property, you probably want to get a radon test done as well. So I want to go over the topic: what is radon? What is radon gas? How is it harmful? So that way you get a better understanding about what you need to do to watch out for this special radon gas. So let's jump right over to Google, right? What is radon gas, right? That probably is going to be the first question most people ask, because most people have never heard of it. So very simply, radon is a naturally occurring radioactive, colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas that's formed from the breakdown of uranium in rock, soil, and water. Now, what's crazy is that a lot of people have never heard of it, but it's something that we are all experiencing in our homes here in Metro Detroit. Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. I'm going to pause when I say that. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. If you have radon levels in your property, sometimes it says that maybe anything over 2 points is high. Some people say 2.7. Some places say 4. But there is a certain recommendations that I want to take a peek at, so that way you know exactly what you need to do with your property. Now, I have this lovely interactive map that we have here, right? This interactive map that I'm going to show you here in a second that you just seen on the screen is really going to show you where in Metro Detroit has the highest levels of radon gas. And this is just a free interactive map right on the Michigan website. People haven't seen this, I imagine. But with this map here, you're going to be able to see what the recommendation they have on who should be getting some type of radon mitigation system, who is recommended that they need to get some type of mitigation on their properties. So they're saying here anything between 2 and 3.9 is going to be suggested that you get some type of radon mitigation. Anything above 4 is recommended that you get it. So again, below 4 is suggested, above 4 it is recommended. 2.7 is what the World Health Organization says what you should do regarding radon. So let's see. When should you get radon mitigated? I spelled a couple words there wrong. So when should you get it mitigated? Again, it's different everywhere, but as you see here, as I was mentioning, the World Health Organization recommends action at 2.7. So let's look at this chart, and we can start to take a look at some of the areas. I'm not going to go over absolutely every area, but I do want to highlight a couple key spots. And as you see the different colors, here's a chart here, right? So the darker colors here are where, if you live in one of these areas, that's in one of these darker shaded areas, you 100% want to look at getting radon mitigated, right? So we're talking Ann Arbor, Washtenaw, Saline, different areas over here near Plymouth, some parts of South Lyon, and some of the spots where it's recommended, right? We're talking Livonia, Dearborn, jumping back over here to Grosse Pointe, on up to Rochester is recommended. Certain parts of Sterling Heights is recommended, right? So if you live in or know anyone in these areas, you 100% should be looking at either getting a test done to see where your levels are in your property, but then as well, if you have elevated levels of radon in your property, you want to get it mitigated. Now, this is not here to scare everybody. This is not oh my God, everybody run out and be afraid. But it is something that you want to take a look at, especially if you're buying a property. But again, everyone here in Metro Detroit should really be paying attention to what their levels of radon is in their property. Now, next thing I would imagine everyone wants to find out is, how much does it cost to mitigate, or let's say install a radon mitigation system, right? In my experience, it hasn't been that expensive for our clients or the seller, depending on how we negotiate it. Most people end up paying between $1,500 to $3,000 Right here, Google is saying between $800 and $2,000. If you have a sump pump already in your basement, and it's already dug into the ground, a lot of times they will use that already open space to plug in a mitigation system. And just, again, all they're doing is taking it out of the ground and pushing it out into the atmosphere. So pretty simple thing to do. So again, highly recommend that everyone go out and test for radon, see where your levels are, so that way you can protect yourself, protect your family, and protect your loved ones. And again, this is just a quick video. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So that way you can know when we have a next video here on the channel. And I appreciate you all.